It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Now Bolden on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading him out is their fifth-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. His first touchdown of the year. And the Niners go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 7 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Terrace Marshall. 34 yards. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here, he's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones.
Well, this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Hodgins in motion.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Now 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Face mask. Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Off the bootleg. Jones. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. I was waiting for them to get there first, because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And his kick is indeed good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You talk about this Giant defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
On second down now.
Pull. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 38, Jones will find his tight end. That's Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Flush to his right.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to pull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Giants have taken the lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dexter Lawrence. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession. In the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20 to 14 now.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a 1st down.
Up the middle they go.
Pull.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and a couple. Out of the gun, Purdy.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
They'll run on first down.
Pull down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now Purdy.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Purdy looking to throw.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now Jones.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Pull. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants 16. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down. Pull. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Giants.
Terrace Marshall.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Connects with Kittle underneath. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being
There he goes, left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Yeah, the Giants ready to come out now. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Jones.
2nd down and 4.
At the 49ers, 41-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Giants 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Jones' throw, meanwhile, taken in by Waller.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the Niners' 14-yard line.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st down, Purdy.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there.
His fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And New York set to take the field.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man. That's Marshall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Looking to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's Jones. He'll find Hodgins there complete.
Jones pass. Complete to Isaiah Hodgins. 5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Busts through the tackle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Right back to him on 1st down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And now an all rest on the right foot of their kicker. He's hit 3 times already. And this for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy with one final shot here.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Jets, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.